What cities in Israel were given to the family of Aaron? This is the question we seek to answer today as we continue our verse-by-verse study of the book of 1 Chronicles on Walking Through the Bible.
The glory of his cross.
Today we're going to be discussing 1 Chronicles chapter 6, verses 54 to 65. But before we do that, let's read the passage. If you have a Bible with you, you can turn to 1 Chronicles chapter 6, verse 54. But if you don't have a Bible, don't worry. Just follow along with us on the screen. The version that we'll be reading from is the New King James Version. So, 1 Chronicles chapter 6, beginning at verse 54. Now these are the dwelling places throughout their settlements in their territory, for they were given by lot to the sons of Aaron of the family of the Kohathites. They gave them Hebron in the land of Judah with its surrounding common lands, but the fields of the city and its villages they gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh. And to the sons of Aaron they gave one of the cities of refuge, Hebron, also Libnah with its common lands, Jatir, Eshtemoa with its common lands, Highland with its common lands, Deber with its common lands, Ashan with its common lands, and Bethshemesh with its common lands. And from the tribe of Benjamin, Geba with its common lands, Alameth with its common lands, and Anathoth with its common lands. All their cities among their families were 13. To the rest of the family of the tribe of the Kohathites, they gave by lot 10 cities from half the tribe of Manasseh. And to the sons of Gershon, throughout their families, they gave 13 cities from the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Asher, from the tribe of Naphtali, and from the tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. To the sons of Merari, throughout their families, they gave 12 cities, from the tribe of Reuben, from the tribe of Gad, and from the tribe of Zebulun. So the children of Israel gave these cities with their common lands to the Levites. And they gave by lot from the tribe of the children of Judah, from the tribe of the children of Simeon, and from the tribe of the children of Benjamin, these cities which are called by their names. In this chapter thus far, we have been looking at the chronicler's history of the Levites. We first began by discussing the family of the Levites and their descendants, especially of the house of Aaron, from which came the high priests. Then we moved on to the discussion of the singers of the temple that were set up in the days of David. In our study of 2 Samuel, we did not read of David doing this, but we do read of him doing it later on here in 1 Chronicles. We find that each of the three families of the Levites had one person in charge of composing, singing, and guiding the temple's song worship from the day David appointed them until the day they passed it down to their children. Coming on down to verse 54 through the end of the chapter, the latter of which we will cover in the next lesson, we come to the inheritance of the Levites. Remember that the Levites, because they were the priestly tribe, would not receive land like the other tribes did, but would receive cities and neighboring pasture land instead. The instructions concerning these cities were found in Numbers 35, verses 1 to 5, and that reads, And the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give the Levites cities to dwell in from the inheritance of their possession, and you shall give the Levites common land around the cities. They shall have the cities to dwell in, and their common land shall be for cattle, for their herds, and for all their animals. The common lands of the cities which you will give the Levites shall extend from the wall of the city outward 1,000 cubits all around. And you shall measure outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, on the south side 2,000 cubits, on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. The city shall be in the middle. This shall belong to them as common land for the cities. Up on the screen now is what these cities would have looked like. You have the Levitical city in the middle, and you had the pasture land that extended out 1,000 cubits in all directions for a total of 2,000 cubits north to south and east to west. How these cities were distributed to Israel was also instructed by God. From Joshua 21, and again here in 1 Chronicles 6, we learn that generally speaking, each tribe gave the Levites 4 cities. The exceptions were Judah, which gave 9, though technically you could say Judah gave 5 and Simeon gave 4, and Naphtali, who gave 2. But other than that, each tribe gave 4. The families of Aaron received their land within the tribes of Benjamin, Simeon, and Judah. Now, when these cities were originally given out, the tabernacle was in Shiloh, which is in Ephraim, but eventually the temple became situated in Jerusalem on the border of Benjamin and Judah, and so the family of Aaron being given land there was advantageous. For a more detailed look at each of these cities, we invite you to listen to Lesson 49 of our Joshua series that is found at eastendchurch.org under the Media pull-down menu and the WTTB English podcast link. What Chronicles does make clear is that for some of the cities, like Hebron, that was given to Caleb the son of Jephunneh, that Aaron's families received the cities and its common lands, but the fields of the cities and its surrounding villages went to Caleb, thus clarifying Joshua 15 and Joshua 21 concerning places like Hebron. As for the rest of the Kohathites, they received 10 cities on the west of the Jordan. 1 Chronicles 6 says that they received 10 cities from the half-tribe of Manasseh. However, there seems to be a copyist omission here, as Joshua 21 makes it clear that Dan gave 4 cities, Ephraim gave 4 cities, and West Manasseh gave 2 cities, thus equaling 10. In tomorrow's lesson, that point will be clarified as well. The family of Gershon received 13 cities, 4 from Asher, 4 from Issachar, 3 from Naphtali, and 2 from East Manasseh. And then finally, the house of Merari received 12 cities, 4 from Reuben, 4 from Gad, and 4 from Zebulun. Thus the Levites were spread out throughout the land of Israel and could serve the people in whatever capacity was needed moving forward. We'll continue our look at the Levitical cities, the Lord willing, in the next lesson. With that, our time is up for today. The Lord willing, we hope you'll join us for tomorrow's discussion of 1 Chronicles chapter 6, verses 66 to 81, as we continue our walk through the Bible, one verse at a time. Thank you for watching today's episode. We hope that you found it edifying and ask that you not only subscribe to our channel and podcast, but that you like and share this episode among your friends so that the saving gospel of Jesus Christ can go out to the whole world.